So you've had a tree cut down and been left with a huge tree stump sticking out the ground. There are a few ways to get rid of it, but none as easy or efficient as using one of these. This is a tree stump grinder, and you can hire them from Speedy, the UK's #1 hire company. A couple of good things to remember when hiring from Speedy: all our hire equipment is checked, tested, cleaned and serviced before every hire and will all come ready to go. You will also notice a folder attached to your hire product. These are the safety and operating instructions. Please make sure you read these before you begin your job. Before you use the stump grinder, it's really important that you wear the correct PPE. Eye protection, safety boots and gloves are essential, and we would also recommend using ear defenders, and any PPE you do require can be purchased from Speedy. This stump grinder is designed to remove a stump by chipping chunks of it off until it's below ground level, allowing you to cover it over as if it were never there. It might look like an intimidating bit of kit, but actually it's really easy to use. This stump grinder runs off normal unleaded petrol, and filling it up can be done by removing the cap here and filling up the tank. After use, the engine can get really hot, so if you need to refuel, you should always allow the engine to cool down, as refueling when the engine is hot can be really dangerous. When you first receive the stump grinder, it will arrive with the handlebar folded down like this. Now, to lock the handlebar in the up position, you'll need to lift it up. Take the left hook and hang it here. Then lift the right hook up and then drop both hooks into position to lock the bar in place. All of the controls for operating the stump grinder can be found on the handlebar. This bar is a safety bar and will need to be held down in order to start the engine. When it's released, the stump grinder will cut out. This bar is the throttle and will control how fast the stump grinder disc will turn. And this huge lever here is the handbrake. When you've positioned the stump grinder over the stump, this will lock off your right wheel, allowing you to swivel the stump grinder back and forth over the stump to chip away at it. You'll also notice this tube attached to the handlebar. This contains the user manual, which should be read before you use the stump grinder. Once you're ready to use the stump grinder, you can start the engine. This can be done by turning this switch here into the on position. You will then need to slide the fuel cut-off lever to the right. This will allow the fuel to get into the engine, and then finally slide this lever here to the left. This operates the choke. Now squeeze the safety bar and with your other hand pull the start cord. Don't worry if this doesn't start straight away, as it might just take a couple of pulls. Once it's started, slide the choke lever back to the right position to deactivate. You can now move the stump grinder into position and squeeze the throttle to begin removing your stump. Once you're finished, just release the safety switch to turn it off. This stump grinder is really powerful, so before you start your job, it's really important that you dig away any soil or grass from around the outside of the tree stump. This will prevent objects from being caught up in the disc and being flung in all directions, and will make carrying out your job a lot safer. It's also important that you keep your working area free from any animals or people. If you have any issues with any of the products you hire from Speedy, just give your local service centre a call, as we're always available to help. And remember to always check the safety and operating guidance before you use any hire product.